All right, we're back. We're here again. Everything's 101. We're staying on the floor. We're just letting everything open. Consistency, not intensity. 15 minutes every day for 5 days. Drinking that water, that 128 ounces of water. 100 ounces if you're a small person, all right? You're not large, then 100 ounces, but typically 128 ounces, especially in summer. So let's get to opening. Let's stay consistent. We come to our backs, and with our knees bent, we lay. Let it all relax. We're gonna give it a whole 30 seconds, so let's let the air out. Five, four, three, two, one. All right, we'll stay on our backs. We'll keep it on our backs just for a while longer. Now, we're gonna bring back the knee. We're gonna try to get in front of the knee, right? And pull it back. A lot of us aren't gonna be able to. We're gonna be reaching for it. We won't be able to get it. So maybe we can only hold on to under the knee, or maybe we can barely get that. Either way, that's where we're gonna be. We're gonna hold, bring that in as much as we can. This is what we're going for. This might be where we're at, okay? Do your best, bring it in. Once you get to that comfortable limit, we bring it left, we bring it right. Everything's about waking these muscles up this week, just waking them up, giving them a taste of what's to come, letting them know they're not retired. And we let that leg down and we go for our next one. Again, maybe we get it how we should, maybe that's not yet possible and we're grabbing under, maybe we're barely grabbing under the knee. Either way, we bring it back. Little left, little right. So with opening up, we'll be doing a lot of the ones we've been doing in the first sessions. Consistency, not intensity, right? Always getting to these openers, not necessarily getting intense with them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We let that down. Let that shake off. And we bring the knees back up. So knees are together, feet are together, hands are out, or we can bring them up. I prefer them up. It gives me that morning stretch feel. The knees go to the left, we look right. The knees go to the right, we look left. And let's keep that going. Again, we're in comfort zone. I'm not fighting the stretch. I'm not getting as much as I can. I'm just letting it go. I'm giving my body some movement. It's starting to get the idea. We're coming out of retirement or whatever break we've been in. No need for this not to all feel good. Now go at your rhythm. Maybe you want to stay a hair longer. Maybe you don't want to stay that long. So I have my pace. Go to your pace. And just keep preaching to yourself. Consistency, not intensity. Four, three, two, and one. Let's stay on the back, and we're gonna go into butterfly. You'll be going into this one a lot. So knees are open, bottom of the feet are together. We interlace our fingers behind our head, and we let them rock. Now, if you find it hard to relax letting them rock, then you can just do and stay in one spot. And now maybe this isn't even intense. Maybe this is too intense, right? We could do one at a time. We can let one go down and then the other. That's one way to do that. Or we can have them both up. This is how I would do it. Let's do it like this. This will be simpler for you. Let one down, come up, and let the other one down. But that's only if this is too uncomfortable or feels too intense. Otherwise, stay right here and stay at a level that's comfortable. Let's breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shaking that off. Let's come to tabletop. Tabletop, we come all the way to the top. We have our hands under our shoulders. We have our knees under our hips. And we're going to start opening the calves just a bit. So we get a calf opener. A calf opener. Now these might be locked up. They might not even feel like a joint to you anymore. These might not be budging. What you're going for is that opening feeling in the calf. Maybe you feel it in the Achilles. If you don't feel any kind of opening, don't worry, you're in the right 5-day program right here. Just keep putting it there. Wait for that muscle to give. But again, consistency, not intensity, right? Just go through the motion. You don't need to try to stretch it open. Keep this up for another 15 seconds. Four, 3, 2, 1. Shake that off into tabletop. And we're gonna come to sitting on the knees. So we're sitting on our heels and being on our knees, right? Again, this for a 101 for someone starting a Good2Go body training program or doing this 5 days course, and who this is targeted for, you probably aren't able to do this. This is probably too tight and bothering the knees. So you're gonna wanna come out of it a lot. And maybe you don't wanna go into it so deep. Come out of it a lot and don't go into it so deep. And move the hands back and slowly but surely, and slowly but surely, and slowly but surely, get your butt on your heels and comfortable right here. We're gonna stay in good posture. And we're gonna put this move to something to actually make it nice and comfortable. So remember, come back as much as you need to, right? It doesn't have to hurt. We don't want your body to flex and keep you from coming here. So we only go to where it's comfortable. We're gonna come out, let the hips go forward, come back to our comfort zone. We come forward, let the hips dip. We come back to our comfort zone. So let me show you, this might be your hip dip. That might be it. And this might be your comfort zone for coming back. And you might look really, really 101. So I don't want you to worry about that. And I want you to just start from where you're at and take your time and don't need to feel this stretch and stay consistent, not intense. Just telling the body what we're gonna need it to do now until you're sitting on those heels in perfect posture and going into hip dip. Let's keep this practice up. another 20 seconds. Why not? Just doing your best, doing the best, staying in the comfort zone, right? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's shake that off in seated position. So we're seated. We're shaking that off. Maybe the knees are a little bent. All right, we're gonna go through another easy hamstring opener. So let's start from right here. Let's just assume we can't touch our toes. We may be not even close. We may be going at it with one hand here and one hand back. That's all right. So let's bend one leg, reach for a hamstring. See how I have my hand back? Then we bend the other leg and reach for that hamstring. And we're just giving it a nice, easy go through. 5 days consistency, right? Now, if these moves are ringing a bell, and this is the level you're at, again, you're a 101 body. Start from that 101 spot. Biggest problem with people getting into fitness programs when they're at the level of 101, right, is there's almost a little shame to it, so we're pushing hard, or we're not really admitting where we're starting from, and that's the biggest problem, because you get injured and you have to take a break, and breaks are where we die, breaks are where we end, right? Keep this up and keep the hand behind you. Make this nice and comfortable. So if you're 101, admit it, get moving, get the right program, do the right things in the right order, and it progresses quickly. It really does. 101 is not a bad spot to start. It's really not. It progresses quickly, but consistency, that's the key. Let's keep this up another 10 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Shake that off. Excellent. Another important one. We'll be doing this every time. And again, just do what you got. What we're going for is bringing it back and sitting on it, bringing it back and sitting on it. And you might not be there, you might not be close. So let's maybe lean over, bring it back, see if we can get it. Lean over, bring it back, see if you can get it. So if you're right here, you're fine, right? If you're right here, you're fine. What we're going for is this, and we'll get there. Not in this 5-day course, but don't think that just because you're doing this course, you can't get there. Do your best version right here. Use those hands. Don't come all the way over. Reach for the grab, maybe even grab a sleeve, whatever you need to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come to tabletop and end this session with a nice little bit of child's pose. Let it all hang out. Maybe you're still on 2 fists or not even to a fist. Maybe 1. Maybe you're open here into child's pose. The big toes are touching and the knees are open. Whatever variation, let that air out. Let that air out again. Come up to tabletop, shake that out. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of the day. 15 minutes, that's all it is.